Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I am doing something a little bit different. I wanted to talk about the books that I have read. I just started reading, honestly, picked up reading heavily last year, and it's all Faith Katie's fault. But love you Faithy Poo. She got me reading ACOTAR, Fourth Wing, and my heart has been forever changed. Because honestly, I don't think I've ever really read fantasy. The only other fantasy book that I read was Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin? Here's the cover. I had to read it for class. And honestly, I thought I was gonna hate it, but low-key it was really good. And I should have known then. I had to read it my sophomore year in college. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about the books that I've read so far in January is almost up, and I just figured I might as well make a video about it now. I don't think I'll finish another book, so here we go. I don't have that many physical copies. I only have 2 here. The rest I've read on Kindle Unlimited on this app called Libby. If you haven't heard of Libby, basically it's like an online library, but you just connect your library card to this app, and then you can download the book. It'll be on your Kindle. You'll have 14 days. If you need it longer, it kind of depends on how many people are waiting for the book or not. But I really like it. I've been using it since I moved here, and I absolutely adore it. It's really got me reading up a storm. All right, I'm going to talk about thrillers first. The first book that I read here is, I literally just got finished with this before I was like, I'm gonna make a video about it. Is Never Lie by Frida McFadden. And when I tell you, I've been wanting to get into thrillers, and I'm still trying to figure out like the thriller side of the world. I love a good thriller movie or TV show that's a thriller. I haven't really read anything that's like kind of like a thriller. Honestly, this is probably one of the best ones that I've read after First Lie Wins. That one was really good. Honestly, did I say that was a thriller? Low-key, that one was like, I think it's classified as a thriller, but I didn't read that this month, but that one was really good. It's following 2 POVs, one married couple, and the wife's name's Patricia, and that's who you're following, and this famous psychologist whose name is Adrian. So they're going to this house that they're going to visit because they're looking to move from wherever they were moving from. Essentially, they are going to go visit this house, and their realtor never shows up, and they decided that they were going to go scope out the house, and they ended up getting stuck there. They end up getting stuck there for about 3-4 days, and immediately when she gets into the house, like, she's getting bad vibes. Like, the place is really dusty, and she kept saying like the realtor wouldn't leave the place like this, but the husband is insisting that they stay here, that like this is going to be the house for them, and it's really off-putting, weird vibes. But Trisha ends up finding this bookshelf, and she's going to pick up this book, and then when she pulls back the book, it opens a secret closet that shows Adrian, the psychologist, all of her recording sessions. You're getting the POV of her going through these sessions and stuff, and then you're also getting the POV of Adrian whenever she was recording these sessions or after these sessions have started, and you're starting to piece together this mystery of what happened to Adrian, because she is dead. But you're trying to figure out like what happened to Adrian and all that, and it's just, it's a good book. Like, it's a wee bit slow. Not even slow, really. I would say like you're just trying to figure out who did it, like who is this character, like what happened to Adrian, like, and you're pointing the fingers and you'll never guess who it was. So honestly, I would rate this I've been saying a 4.9. It almost altered my brain chemistry, but it was pretty good. I'm really stingy when it comes to stars, because especially when it comes to a series, I have high expectations. Like, I don't want to set the bar too high and then it fall off. That was the only thriller that I read. So next I'm gonna go into the fantasy books that I read, because that is the biggest genre that I read. I want to get into more, so like, if y'all want to pop some down below, you are more than welcome to. Next book that I have here, the House of Beating Wings, the Kingdom of Crows series. And honestly, another one that I didn't think that I was going to be like, oh my gosh, like This book was really good. I rated this one a 3.25. Read this, and basically it's about this girl named Fallon, and Fallon doesn't have any powers. So this oracle comes up to her one day and was like, hey, like, you're going to be with the prince. And she's thinking it's this guy named Dante, with who she's absolutely in love with. Like, he's a prince and she's not. She's just a halfling, and like people hate her because she can talk to serpents, and that's like a no-go in the book. And like she's going on this quest to release these crows, these metal crows, to essentially win the heart of Dante. And you're going through this quest with her, and you find out that Dante is not who he is cracked up to be, and she releases this, basically this king, and she keeps saying things about this king and da 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 da. Well, the king is a crow, but yeah. And you're just going through the story, and honestly it was really good. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. Hopefully the rest of these are good. These are all on Kindle Unlimited except for the last one, just because I don't think it's out yet, but I could be mistaken. Next book that I read here, y'all, hated it. I hated it. I hated it so much that I've never DNF'd a book. I stopped this book so fast. How Does It Feel by Jean Ann O'Reilly. Yeah, no. I am a very immersive reader, so I like to have a book and an audiobook at the same time. So if I can listen to it on Spotify, listen to it on YouTube, have an Audible credit if it's a part of my Audible membership, if it's a part of Libby, I'm going to do it. So I wasted a whole credit on this, but luckily Faith told me that you can get an Audible credit back, so I got an audio credit back for this, because the audiobook did not match up to this book. And I don't know if it's because they had a different version out and they just didn't update it. I don't know, because there was a lot of words that they were like adding into the book that was in the audiobook but not in here, and that was honestly the most annoying thing that I've ever experienced in my life. The writing style was weird. There was just like this one part of it that was really weird. I just honestly, like, I don't know what was going on, and I honestly cannot recommend this book because I will use this for a fire. Maybe I'll try it again, but I highly doubt it. In case y'all want to know what the synopsis is, here we go. A forbidden obsession, unyielding family alliances, 3 deadly challenges. When a trip into the forest to collect a rare mushroom for her research goes horribly wrong, biologist Callie Peterson finds herself falling through a fairy portal and straight into the arms of a unseelie fae prince. The dangerous, unambitiously handsome, unseelie fae prince. Okay. He thinks she's an assassin sent by the humans to kill him, not a scientist, and he imprisons her in his realm, where unwittingly, his obsession with her begins to grow. Prince Mendax, I think that's how they said it in the book. Prince Mendax has never felt anything but loathing until his eyes met hers. This vile human assassin. He believes she's here to kill him, yet her beauty is a parasite that has mercilessly hatched onto his mind and won't let go. He itches to feel her smooth skin until it's, even though the unseelie royals would rather burn than touch a human. It is a dangerous desire. If he does not destroy her this girl soon, she may be the only thing capable of destroying him. Mendax needs to be rid of her, but he also needs to entertain his people. And so he challenges Callie to 3 deadly trials. She survives, she gains her freedom. If she doesn't, his wrath is only just beginning. There's 3 more books to this series, but I'm sorry, I just wasn't down for the cause. Next book that I read here is Light Lark. That book was really good. I could describe it, it's like a Hunger Games meets, I don't know honestly, but it was really good. It was a cute little story. Honestly, like the ending of it kind of blew me. Essentially, every 100 years, there's 6 tribes, I believe. The ruler of each tribe goes to Light Lark, and they go through these series of like trials and games type of thing. That's where like the Hunger Games type of thing comes into play. Basically, whoever wins the majority of the trials, they get to decide what tribe they're gonna kill in order to break the Light Lark curse. So there, within these 6 realms, there's curses for each kingdom that they can't like something's going on. It's called a centennial, but the whole purpose of the centennial is to fulfill a prophecy and get rid of all their curses. So the main character, what is her name right now? Isla. She kind of teams up with her best friend Celeste, and they're trying to break these curses, and they have an idea. If they get this thing called a bond breaker, that they'll be able to break both their curses, fulfill the prophecy, and save both of their realms. However, it's a lot more challenging than it seems, so you're just going through the whole plot. Honestly, I'm gonna rate this one a 4.7. I think that's what I rated it on Fable. Also, Fable is this app that it's basically like Goodreads, but I like the vibes of Fable a whole lot better. But you can set a reading goal, and it has a whole bunch of stuff on here that I absolutely adore. And that's what I keep up with my reading on here. Guys, the next book that I read was Onyx Storm. Yeah. I went through that whole controversy of trying to get to Target to get my copy of Onyx Storm because I wanted the Target edition. I did at first. Then people were posting on TikTok what the exclusive part of it was, and I was like, I don't want it. I'm good. So I bought it on Kindle, and I used my Audible credit for it, for the audiobook, because you know, immersive reading. Guys, I'm not gonna talk about it. Because I'm unwell. I finished that book yesterday, but I'm still unwell. But that book, oh my God, it was so good, but the ending really just broke my heart, and I cannot believe she did that to me. Rebecca, and the next one will come out until 2027. Are you kidding? Rebecca, you're joking. Didn't give that one a 5-star, but it might as well should have been. I honestly, I think I gave that one a 4.75. I'm sorry. Just because she wrecked me whole. So I have to take into account how she shattered my soul. Okay, that's how we're accounting it, okay? Okay. And last book that I have here, it's a romance book. It's the only one that I read. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I have a love-hate for this, honestly. It's basically like a Disneyland like type theme. And so you have two characters. You have Zara and Rowan. Yeah, Rowan. And Rowan is like this broody billionaire, and his grandpa basically is giving him Dreamland to fix it up. This is a series. It's the Dreamland Billionaire series, and it follows each brother. But not gonna lie, Rowan got on my nerves, Zara got on my nerves. It was a cute story, like it was cute, but half the stuff in here just went on too far. It just took too much time. They had a fight, they had another fight, and it just took a lot of my time. So I think I rated this like a 3.4. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna read the rest of the series.
Hello guys, I completely forgot about 2 books that I've read in the month of January, so here we are in March, just putting a little update about what other 2 books that I read in the month of January. One of the first books that I read in the month of January was The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley. I rated this one a 2 out of 5. It wasn't my favorite. It was a thriller, so basically it's like they had this thing with birds. And I'm not really old wives' tale or legend about the birds, and I don't know, I just really wasn't feeling it. Like it was supposed to be a thriller, but it didn't really give thrill. It just gave odd. So basically what happens is a friend reunion type of resort retreat thing, and it just takes a weird turn, and you learn about the past, and nobody really likes the owner of the manor, and just crazy stuff. And like I've heard good things about Lucy Foley, but like I just wasn't a fan of this book, so I might give her a try later in the year. Like those give, like, if it's anything like that, it gives more like of a fall vibe type of read, not a winter read. The last book was Middle of the Night by Riley Staker, I think. Yeah, I didn't know this book. just because I really wasn't feeling the vibes. It was giving creepy and not in a way that I would have liked. Because I like a thriller that's like, ooh, like I'm on edge, but like I didn't get that. Like, granted, I only read like the first 2 chapters, so I might try it again. But again, that's another like fall type of read, and I just wasn't feeling the vibes for January. I want to hear some snow, you know, like there be portrayed of some kind of winter. But basically it follows the storyline of this woman, and she gets this cryptic message in the middle of the night, and you're going through that to figure out what happened to this little boy. And yeah, this is one of those I just kind of picked up, didn't read the synopsis. I'm gonna do better about that. But those were the 2 books that I forgot to mention in my January reads. So
those were all of the books that I read in the month of January. I'm really proud of myself. I didn't think I'd read that many books, but I'm not in school right now, so I might as well just read and work. So that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you do, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what books I should read next, or if you even like this at all. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace and blessings. Bye, guys.